Miss Kirkland again, and I'm here to do some more science stuff. This week we are going to learn about something new, and we are going to learn about animal characteristics. That's probably something that you know more about than you realize, but we're going to kind of explain it some more this week. So an animal characteristics, well, let's break that down. First of all, we know what an animal is, but a characteristic, what is a characteristic? And a characteristic is something that you can observe, and usually with your senses. And specifically, an animal characteristic is something that you can observe about an animal. So it says here, the coloring. So we can observe the colors of animals. We can observe the coverings of animals. Do they have feathers? Do they have scales? What do they have? What are they covered with? Their body features. Maybe they're small. Maybe they're long and slender. What are some features of their body or behaviors that describes an animal? Okay, those are the things that we're going to talk about, and that's going to help us understand animals a little bit more. So why do you think that animal characteristics are important to animals? Well, for instance, I have a picture of a parrot here. Okay, and our parrot, he is very beautiful, and he has feathers covering his body. There are lots of different colors. He also has big, beautiful wings and a beak, and those are all some characteristics about him. But why do those characteristics and how do those characteristics help him to survive? Okay, so we know that the feathers on our parrot here help him to fly. And flying is very important to our parrot because he's not a big, huge animal and he does not have big, strong, sharp teeth. So in order to survive, he has to be able to possibly fly away quickly, fly up high. Those are things that he needs to survive. He also needs to be able to fly in order to maybe catch his food. So those are some specific traits that our parrot has that help him to live and to survive. And we are going to explore some more characteristics that different animals have, because some have teeth and some do not. Some have, let's see, flippers, and some do not, okay? And we're going to talk about how the different places that they live and the different things that they eat help us to understand why animals have these certain traits about them. Okay, so for fun this week, we're going to start off with this silly book that I found on my tablet, and it says, "What if you had animal teeth?" Well, that's pretty interesting. I am going to go ahead and say that I like my teeth just fine. But for fun, let's see what would happen if we had animal teeth. Okay, What If You Have Animal Teeth by Sandra Markle. I'm going to try to turn this so it's doesn't have a glare on it. Okay. So you've lost your front teeth, and before you know it, 2 new ones push right into their space. What if an animal's teeth grew in instead? Beaver. A beaver's front teeth are shaped like chisels and are very sharp. They're perfect for biting off bark and cutting down trees. Fact: a beaver's front teeth have a coating that contains iron that makes them super strong and orange. You know what? I bet you thought the beaver's teeth were yellow and orange because they didn't brush their teeth enough. If you had beaver teeth, your front teeth would never stop growing, so you could gnaw all the tough stuff you like day after day for all of your life. Great white shark teeth. A great white shark's front teeth are like all of its others, 2 inches long with an edge like a steak knife. They're great for biting through super thick things like an elephant seal's skin. Great white sharks get new teeth about every 100 days. That keeps their bite at its sharpest. If you had great white shark teeth, you'd never have to worry about losing a tooth. There'd always be a new tooth growing behind it, ready to slide into place, and there'd never be a gap in your bite. Narwhal. A narwhal's front teeth do something quite strange. The right one stays small, but the left one grows longer and longer and longer to nearly 10 feet. Once it's that big, it has a new name. Instead of a tooth, it's called a tusk. Can you think of any other animals that have tusks? Fact. A narwhal's long front tooth grows right through its upper lip. What would you use your tusk for if you were a narwhal? Would you poke around to find fish or fight off your enemies? Or would you feel your way through the dark parts of the ocean? Even scientists wonder what a narwhal does with its tusk. Elephant. An elephant's front teeth are called tusk too. A male's tusks grow between 5 and 7 inches longer each year of its life. The world record elephant tusk was more than 11 feet long. They're great for digging water holes and pulling up a tree root to munch. Fact. Elephants are right-tusked or left-tusked, meaning they use one tusk more than the other. What do we use? What are we when sometimes somebody says you might be right or left-handed? Maybe Miss Kirkland is right-handed. That means I do most of the things with my right hand. So interestingly enough, the elephants are very similar to us in the fact that they could be right-tusked or left-tusked, and that they use that more commonly. If you had elephant's tusk at the front as your front teeth, they would be super strong too. You could easily lift and move your bed or even the family car, and no one would bully you, not even tigers. Rattlesnake. A rattlesnake's front teeth are called fangs. They are sharp like hooks, and the tips are like needles. They fold up like a pocket knife when the snake closes its mouth and snap forward when it opens wide. Fact. When folded back, a rattlesnake's fangs slide inside fleshy covers. That way, the needle tips don't nick the inside of the snake's mouth. Interesting, because if they nicked the inside of their mouth, they would get venom in there, wouldn't they? That would be bad. If you had rattlesnake fangs, your front teeth would inject deadly venom, so your teeth would be all you needed to show to fight enemies or to catch food to eat. Naked mole rat. Never heard of this one. A naked mole rat's front teeth are shaped like shovels and are in front of its lips. They are perfect for digging the family's tunnels without getting a mouthful of dirt. Fact. Like beavers, a naked mole rat's front teeth never stop growing. Biting hard roots and bulbs wears the teeth down so they don't get too long. That is a very strange looking animal. If you had naked mole rat front teeth, you could move each tooth separately to the left and to the right. They'd work just like chopsticks for picking up food, bite by bite. Vampire bat. A vampire bat's front teeth are triangle-shaped and sharp as razors. They are perfect for scooping out a bit of an animal's skin so that they can lap up the blood that flows into the wound. Fact. Baby vampire bats have teeth, but for the first 4 months, they aren't strong enough to fly and hunt. So they nurse, and they eat vampire bat baby food, which is the blood their mothers bring up from their stomachs. Very interesting. If you had vampire front teeth, you wouldn't have to worry about them chipping, since they'd lack a hard enamel coat. The edges would wear away easily and always stay sharp. Hippopotamus. A hippopotamus's front teeth are long, strong pegs with very sharp edges. They're powerful weapons, so opening wide to show them off helps hippos scare away their enemies and the males to win a mate. Fact. Because a hippo's teeth don't yellow over time, in the past they were made into dentures. Some people used to eat with hippo teeth, including the first U.S. President, George Washington. Well, that is very interesting. Miss Kirkland had no idea that George Washington used hippo teeth. If you had hippopotamus front teeth, you'd never need to brush. Your upper teeth would grind against your lower ones, keeping them clean and white. Bengal tiger. A Bengal tiger's front teeth are a biting six-pack. 4 sharp pegs edged by twin pointed cones set between its giant dagger-like canines. They're perfect for scraping feathers off of birds and meat off of bones. Fact: a mother tiger uses her front teeth to bite very gently as she picks up and moves her cubs. If you had Bengal tiger front teeth, they'd be strongly anchored in your jaw. You could bite and hold tight while dragging something as heavy as 5 times your weight. Crocodile. A crocodile's front teeth are all shaped like cones and have sharp tips. They bite well but come out easily, and new ones grow in very slowly. So a crocodile's front teeth are always changing and are often different sizes. Fact: crocodiles can't clean their own teeth. They open their mouths for small birds called plovers to pick leftover food off of their teeth. Now that is a very brave bird. If you had crocodile front teeth, your teeth would stick out when you closed your mouth. You wouldn't need to open wide when you went to the dentist or gave a toothy grin. Camel. A young camel's front teeth are long, strong, and have very sharp edges. They're just right for nipping off tough, thorny desert plants. Baby camels' front teeth erupt through their gums by the time they're 14 days old. Like you, camels have 2 sets of teeth. Camels get their adult front teeth when they're about 5 years old. Whoops. If you had camel front teeth and ate tough stuff 8 hours a day, as camels do, by the time you were a grown-up, your front teeth would be no more than stubs. Animal teeth could be cool for a while, but you don't use your front teeth to cut down trees or scare off enemies. You don't need them to dig tunnels or bite really tough stuff, and you never lift the family car with your teeth, even for fun. So what kind of front teeth are right for you? Luckily, you don't have to choose. The teeth that replace those you lost will be people teeth. They'll be what you need to bite apples, carrots, and corn on the cob. Just what you need to help you talk. And best of all, to show off when you smile. The end. Well, that is a very silly book, but it is interesting about how all these animals have different types of teeth and what they use them for. Luckily, we don't have alligator teeth or snake fangs because we don't need them. But we know that the snakes and the alligators and the sharks and the camels all have their specific teeth to help them eat and protect themselves. All right, look for some more videos this week from Miss Kirkland as we explore animal characteristics. I hope you have a great week. Talk to you soon. Bye.